Charlene, Caleb, Shaw, and we are back with another one. It is already the second week of December. Not quite sure how we got there so quickly, but we are here. So I'm gonna get right into it with some neat events before I introduce one of our special guests. First and foremost, my friends over at Crossroads Cruisers. They are having a show and shine car show that is benefiting Toys for Tots. This is December 14th. It's at the Children's Discovery Museum from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Again, this is the Crossroads Cruiser. It's a great group of guys here in Victoria and ladies. They do an amazing job. This is their show and shine car show for Toys for Tots. Bring an unwrapped toy for entry and go see these guys. It will be at the Children's Discovery Museum of the Golden Crescent, 1205 Sam Houston. Again, that is Saturday, December 14th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Then the ladies over, I assume it's the ladies, but I'm not really sure, but Diva Night Out in downtown with 4 awesome gift shops. On December 12th, Thursday, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Days Gone By, Puddleback Gifts, Peaches and Tortilla, cool name, and Charlene's will be hosting Diva's Night Out in downtown. Go out, support, sounds like a ton of fun. They're going to have fun boutique, shop, grade, sip, all that good stuff. So I wanted to give them a quick shout out. And then finally, one more time, Operation Piglet. We have extended it. This is our pet supply drive we do every year. This is the sixth annual. So if you have pet supplies, come by, drop them off at Shaw Realty or any of the other 27,000 places in town we have doing this. But again, anything pets need, cleaning supplies, food, kennels, leashes, all that good stuff. Operation Piglet is going until January 4th. Now, I get to my favorite part. I get to have my dear friend come in here and join us on this. She does a ton in the community. I appreciate what she does. She's all over the place. I know you've seen her. But without further ado, young lady, if you would introduce yourself, I'd appreciate it.
Sure. I'm Kathleen Card. I'm with Hospice of South Texas, and I'm here to talk about the Post Acute Veterans Run.
That is a cool run. We've been a sponsor of that, I think, since it started, and I've even run it at a time or two. Maybe even gotten a little medal for my age group, just throwing that out there. But yes, tell us about that. It's a cool event.
Absolutely. So at Hospice of South Texas, we love to honor our veterans, and about 3 years ago, Post Acute, my wonderful girls over there, decided they wanted to do a run, and actually 3 years ago, this is the third annual, we did it on Veterans Day, which was the first run, and we honor veterans on that day, but the money raised goes to us doing boxes for overseas troops, and this year on Friday, we were able to send 150 boxes.
Wow.
So, and we got a lot of local names, so, you know, we get a lot of local people that are overseas. So
that's awesome, and I can tell you from personal experience, when you're sitting over there in the sandbox and you're on the other side of the world, those little care packages from home, they mean something. And when you get a whole box of just people wanting to say, hey, we love you, we appreciate you, thank you for what you're doing. It's wow, you know.
Yeah, they did great. They go and they get everything, and we do kind of like a round robin. Everybody goes around the table and grabs, and I think we got some schools to do some letters to them. So it really just kind of warms your heart. And so this Saturday, the 14th is when we go, and this time it's going to be downtown.
Okay.
So we'll have it's just kind of an easier run, not as much work, I guess, for us. So I'm excited about that, and we're still taking runners, and we're going to have a kids' fun run. And
timed event?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay.
Absolutely. And so we will do the age groups again. So they'll all have medals. Kids Fun Run will have a little.
Old guys have a chance.
Yeah,
against
absolutely.
Other old guys. Perfect.
Yeah, I'd love to say in my age group I could be like really slow and be first in my class, but I don't think that'll happen.
You know, there's that gap where, you know, it's the high school kids that are super fast. Then it skips and it gets to about the 40, 50-year-olds,
right.
And all of a sudden they're blazing fast, and it's like, what happened?
Yeah.
Why hasn't that happened to me yet? You know, where you find that old
That's my age group,
speed.
and I'm not there. If I'm running, then you better run with me because somebody's
Something's
chasing.
wrong. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. That's good to know. And so again, this is Saturday, December 14th. Starts are 8 a.m. to roughly 11 a.m.
Right.
And then active.com is where the easiest place to get their tickets and
Absolutely.
stuff?
They can go on active.com and sign up. They can go over to Post Acute Medical and sign up on the north side of town. It's over on 102 Medical Drive. And then the packet pickup is Friday. And I think that's 5 to 7 at the same place, 102 Medical Drive at Post Acute Medical. And we're also, I believe we're selling shirts as well. So
great. Do you all need any volunteers? Do you need anything?
We're always
in addition to
happy
runners?
for anybody to come down, but the biggest thing is that we want veterans to come to the run so that we can pin them and honor them while we're there. And we want everybody dressed up in their silly Christmas costumes for the run, and we're all kind of picking stations around the run with Christmas music to try to cheer everybody on and get them going. So I think that'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, anybody that wants to come down, we're always happy to have.
So if you're just not feeling actually running, you can still come out and support the mission.
Absolutely, come down and cheer some. I always tell people, I'm not going to run with you, but I'll cheer you on.
Yeah, I like it. But every now and then when you're on your last wind and you're just about to want to stop and walk, somebody cheering for you can be just what you need to get across the finish line. And
absolutely. And also, too, this is a big event for a lot of our sponsors. Post Acute Medical, of course, is the sponsor that gets everything together, and we love everything that they do over there. Our Nutcrackers, which is the bigger sponsor, is We Satch for Warriors, Victoria Area Advanced Nurse Practitioners, Dr. Sadhu, Citizens, Tag Management, which is the Twin Finds, all those people over there, and Kicks 108. So we're excited that they're all going to be there to help us out.
That's good. And without community involvement and these great sponsors, these events a lot of times won't get taken off or won't take off and have the effective mission that they need to have. And so thank you to the sponsors. Thank you to all the people in the community that are willing to spend their dollars and give back to support this and support our veterans. And I'm extremely grateful, as a veteran that you guys do this. It hits close to home, and I appreciate, these things aren't easy, and in fact, I'd probably say they're kind of a pain in the butt to put together. I know it's a mission, it's a labor of love, I know it, and so, I guess what I'm getting at is I know the amount of time, effort that's put into this to honor others, and so, and to give to others, and so, as a veteran, thank you guys for that.
Oh yeah, we love it. We love our veterans. We're so happy to be able to do stuff for the active overseas military, and everybody come out, come and pay, get your little bag of goodies, and that way we can have money to start off for next year, and hopefully we could get up to 200 maybe.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything that I'm forgetting? Anything else we need to talk about as we head into the rest of this week? Anything I'm forgetting?
I don't think so.
A little scatterbrained today, so I didn't know.
No, I don't think so. We're just hoping to keep on building this every year, and as our active military is still going, there's no reason for us to ever stop.
I agree, and you can always consider Shaw Realty an ally to this. And again, thank you for what you do, and just thanks for being my buddy. You're always there if I ever need you, and again, I appreciate what you do throughout the community because I never see you sitting. This is probably the longest I've ever seen you sitting still. Normally it's...
Same for you.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. Yeah, he tries to buckle me in here so I can't get up and run around. But no, all joking aside, though, I sincerely appreciate everything that you do and that you bring to the community. You're an asset and you're an ally to us, and we're grateful. And so on that note, thank you so much for being here. We will see you again at your next event, and shoot, we got other things coming up.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We'll a little sneak peek, but we have some other great things coming up where you'll get to see Miss Kathleen again. But on that note, we're gonna break, and we'll be right back with the new guest. Hey gang, we are back, and I've got another special guest, and I'm really excited for this one because I don't know a lot about what you're fixing to tell me, so that's the whole point of these little shows and stuff, is to not only support different events, but to learn what we don't know and become familiar with these things. So would you please introduce yourself to our viewers if you don't mind?
Sure, my name is Brenda Talley, and I'm the Artistic Director of Victoria Ballet Theater. Victoria Ballet Theater is a nonprofit fine arts organization in Victoria, founded in 1984. Jeez. So we just completed our 35th season, and we're actually about to start this week of our 35th Nutcracker in Victoria.
That's exciting, and I totally want to get to this event and really discuss it. But for somebody like myself, as I told you earlier, I do a little bit of acting on the side and stuff like that. I've been in several Theater Victoria shows, which they do a great job, and they're a huge asset to our community. But I am ignorant to the Victoria Ballet Theater side of things.
Sure.
I actually reached out to the theater to ask him about it. He's like, nope, wrong place. He's like, they'll appreciate it, but wrong place. And so, what the heck is the ballet theater?
Okay.
Like, what's going on with all this?
Well, I can kind of break what we do down to what I consider 3 different components,
Sounds
right?
good to me.
The first one's the obvious one. It's the performances we put on. We do a 3-show season. We have a fall show with what we in the dance world called a mixed rep.
Okay.
So it's like what we call concert dance pieces. The pieces are about 10 minutes long, and they're different choreographers, different dancers, different costumes, different themes, every piece.
Wow,
From
okay.
contemporary and modern dance to classical ballet.
Gotcha.
The Nutcracker we do in December every year. It is a full-length ballet. It is a Christmas tradition across the country. It's a very American thing to go see the Nutcracker at Christmas.
What is, when you say it is full-blown ballet,
Like a full-length ballet. So it's
Okay.
in multiple acts, like a play.
Okay.
And it's one story the whole way through.
Gotcha.
With different scenes, like a play. Whereas, like our fall show, our mixed rep, is like if you went and watched someone do a bunch of different monologues or scenes
Gotcha.
that are not related.
Now, as compared to, say, like a theater musical, for example,
Right.
I know that it's, there's dialogue in between. Are these purely musical, or are
All
they?
music and dance.
Okay.
Now, in the fall, what we have, like I said, our mixed rep, we have some more experimental choreography. Sometimes there's text used. Sometimes, like this year, I did a piece with art projections. So that's our more avant-garde show.
Gotcha,
And
okay.
I think it's a great show for people who are new to concert dance. Because you
Gotcha.
can find out what you like. Some people find they really like the classical stuff, which we do. Or this year we had a friend of mine come in, set more of a theater jazz piece. She's a Broadway person. She said, now our girls aren't singing, but they're doing that style of dance.
Gotcha.
And then in the spring we do a full-length ballet as well,
Okay.
but not the Nutcracker, something different every year. Last year we did Swan Lake. It's a ballet in 3 acts. This year we do Cinderella, which is a 4-act ballet, and it's comedy and it's romance and
So
it's
these
fun.
would probably get me some huge brownie points with my wife
Definitely.
if I wanted to just totally
Definitely.
just
Yeah.
wow her.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too, because I don't think she would expect that out of
No,
me, to be honest
it's so
with
new.
you.
And that's a
oh,
great
listen,
Valentine's
Tiffany,
gift.
you'll ruin the secret.
It's a great
but
Valentine's gift, those tickets to the spring ballet. But we do the performances. That's one branch of what we do. The second thing we do, of course, is training. We have a base company of dancers ages 9 to 18. We have some what we call artists in residence in their 20s. And those are dancers that we are working on training to have, if they want to continue on a career in dance or to dance in college. We have a lot of kids that continue to dance in college, or just to do these ballets that we do. When we do these works, we bring in professional choreographers from all over the country. So we do a lot of training with those kids and giving them those opportunities to work with other people. And the third thing that we do that not a lot of people know about, but it's been growing more and more, is our outreach program. So we're really committed to bringing dance to underserved youth in our community. We partner with VISD to do that. We offer student performances of the Nutcracker, and we also have a grant to bring every 6th, 7th grader that can come for free to our fall show.
Wow.
We partner with the Boys and Girls Club. We offer dance classes year-round, free of charge. And then also with Midcoast Family Services at their summer camp for homeless youth.
Wow.
So we're trying to get everybody dancing in town.
Well, I think that's great, and you touched on something with your second point there that I just think is a really cool deal, because when I was young, I did community theater, and then through high school, I did 1-act play and all that kind of stuff. But then when I got ready to graduate, my guidance counselor said, "What do you want to do when you grow up?" And I said, "I want to be an actor." And she said, "Well, that's not realistic. What else do you want to do?" And that kind of sucked. And so I went on. I did the military thing, and I did all that. It wasn't until later in life that I realized that, hey, I could be an actor.
Yeah.
And it was about 4 or 5 years ago I started acting again, and went and started doing commercials in San Antonio, Austin. But the point of that is I could have been doing this 20 years ago.
I know.
And so I like the fact that you guys build them up to let them know, like, if you want to pursue this, you can. I mean, it's a job and it's work like anything else, and you got to grind, but it's possible. And I always uplift people now that tell them when they're like, what do you mean you do acting? Like, you live in Victoria. What? Well, you can still act, and there's all these avenues out there, and you have these great programs these great groups like Victoria Ballet Theater that will prepare you for that. And right here in Victoria, you can get some exceptional training that will, prepare you to do these things after high school and later in life, or even just like myself, where it's a hobby, and real estate pays the bills, but I love to act.
Well, and a lot of that's education, educating the kids and giving them the tools, but then educating parents and guidance counselors and community members to know, like, this is a valid way to live your life.
Absolutely.
But also there's college programs and there's tons of job opportunity. I mean, I have 2 arts degrees, and I've never not had a job
Yes,
or
ma'am.
paid the bills, you know?
Yes, ma'am.
But we all find our creativity in different ways. Some people find it in medicine and law, and some people find it on stage.
And people don't realize the amount of work that goes into these shows. It's not you just show up on stage,
No,
do a little
it's a
dance
lot of
and wave
process.
and bow to the audience. It's work and
They're athletes
rehearsal.
for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's memorization and I mean,
Right.
all this stuff. And so if anybody thinks it's just something where you show up and you look that good on stage, it's not how it works. There's a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that go into it. But
Well, another thing we do that's really fun is we have started developing our own young choreographers.
Mm-hmm.
So dancers that maybe might not have a career on stage as a dancer, but as a choreographer.
Mm-hmm.
And we train them and we have workshops for them to develop new work. And some of those new works we produce in our fall show.
Gotcha.
So you'll also see work by young artists.
Gotcha. So somebody like myself that has no rhythm, 2 left feet, and is overly white, can you work with that?
Of
Can you?
course.
Okay.
Everyone can dance.
Gotcha.
Everyone can dance. Everyone can
even
dance.
me.
Anyone.
Okay.
Anyone.
All right.
Definitely.
All right. You haven't seen me yet, but I'm gonna take you with that.
We have 178 community members in this production of the Nutcracker this year. So those are community members that are not necessarily in the studio every day. Just people from ages 3 to unending amounts of numbers.
And they're doing it.
And they're dancing on stage.
Hey, that's
Yeah, it's
outstanding.
great.
That's outstanding. Well, let's talk about this Nutcracker. This is so you can see the picture here. This is one of you all's big events, and so tell me about it. Tell me about it real quick.
Okay, the Nutcracker starts this Thursday.
Okay.
It's December 12th through 15th at the Leo J. Welder Center in beautiful downtown Victoria. We have evening performances Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, matinees Saturday and Sunday. Right now, we're sold out.
It's amazing.
But
Congratulations.
we're really excited. It's the first time it's happened this fast.
That's awesome. I wish I could say it's because of this show, but dang it.
I know. But if the tickets do become available, as they sometimes do, we will let the public know that through our Facebook and social media and Instagram.
Great.
So I encourage people to get out there and follow us so they can keep up with that if they're
What is
interested.
your Facebook page?
Our Facebook is just Victoria Ballet Theater.
Wonderful.
Our Instagram
I
is
always have to think about my Instagram.
at
one.
Victoria Ballet 1.
There you go. Well
Yes,
done. Well done.
yes.
Who are these special guests?
Oh yes, we have special guest artists from the Houston Ballet. Ian Cassidy and Allison Miller, they're principals. If you go see Houston Ballet's Nutcracker, you'll see them in the lead roles.
Wow.
But you can come see them in the lead roles at our Nutcracker.
Do they need me to show them any moves or anything to get this
I mean, you're
down?
welcome
do
to come
you
try.
think they got it?
Ian's
probably
very
figured out?
open to learning new things.
Okay, I mean, I
They're
feel like I
really
could probably
friendly.
teach them a thing or two, or no, I'm kidding.
No. And they love coming to Victoria.
Good.
Which
Well,
is great. They're fans
we
of the
certainly
town.
appreciate them. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Anything that you want to touch on real quick before we wrap this little session? And again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for educating me on this. I think
Yeah.
this is a really cool deal, and I appreciate all the community involvement, and especially bringing in the youth. Building them up to pursue their dreams is something that is powerful right now when you have a lot of people that tell them they can't do this or you can't do this because of that or whatever. And
providing access to kids who wouldn't normally see it. You know, when we have our school shows, our outreach shows, and even with our Boys and Girls Club program, we bring those kids to the shows. They might not otherwise have the access to see the ballet, to even know that that's an idea of something they can do. So we love doing that. I would just tell everybody, please follow us. We have our full-length Cinderella coming in the spring, and it's a great ballet. Last time we did it, it sold out as well.
That's amazing.
So get your tickets and come see all the talented people in Victoria.
Perfect. Well, make sure you come back and you tell us about your other events as they come up, because we'd love to support you. And again, we're very grateful for what you're doing. Thank you
Thanks
for
having
joining
me.
us. Oh,
Yeah.
that was my pleasure. And we will be right back with another guest. All right, gang, we are back, and these are some awesome friends of mine. They do an amazing job in the community, do an amazing job saving animals, and so first and foremost, thank you so much for being here. Please, to the world, introduce yourselves, ladies.
Hi, I am Alicia. I am the Director of Animal Services at DocPac.
Hi, I'm Sarah. I'm the Director of Community Relations at DocPac.
Which DocPac stands for?
Dorothy O'Connor Pet Adoption Center.
Outstanding, and again, thank you for what you guys do. As everybody knows, I'm a huge pet advocate, shelter pets, all that kind of stuff, rescues and all that, and you guys have always been awesome. You've always been amazing. Every time I go over there, you know, while I'm sad to see so many animals in need, it always warms my heart to see you all interact with them, because I've been to some other places that you feel for the animals to a much larger degree, because they're scared of the workers, they're scared of this. You can tell that they don't live a good life there. but every time I've been to Dog Pack with you guys, the animals get excited to see you. I can tell that there's relationships there, that you guys love on them, that you treat them kindly, that
We do.
despite that they
spoiled.
don't have a home yet, they're loved. And so thank you for that extra bit of attention. I know that you don't have to do that, but I appreciate that you do.
You.
And so on that note, tell us a little bit about Dog Pack. Like, what sets you guys apart? What's your mission? I mean, I get that you're an adoption center, but who are you guys?
So really making homeless animals have a caring environment, loving environment while they wait for their forever home that is our mission. We adopt out about 600 to 700 animals a year. So same for intake, it's about the same amount. So it's constantly busy, constantly full, and they're very spoiled.
And that's good, because a lot of times when they're involved in that shelter life, it can bring trauma. A lot of stress and a lot of, for lack of better terms, similar to PTSD on some of these animals. And the longer they're in there, that you almost kind of have to rehabilitate them a little bit back into the home and people and out of all that. And so
correct.
I know that with you guys giving them that extra love up there and stuff, that at least helps that transition some and
makes it a little easier.
Absolutely. And so that's great that you guys do that. And I know you have the dog section, and then you have that big room for cats and
we have our cat playroom
and all of that. And then I think recently, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you guys add over there a whole new area to the left for?
So our isolation building was damaged in Harvey, so it had to be completely taken down. We were able to get an ISO with a few more kennels in it. So now our sick animals, nursing, we just had a mom that had puppies who we are looking for fosters for. It kind of becomes our nursery, our sick ward, kind of stuff like that. So
and,
it really
and did y'all do a little pet cemetery, or is that a different organization over there?
That is also part of us.
Okay.
What it is, it's Pet Memorial, Memory Meadows Pet Memorial Park.
Memory
Meadows Pet Memorial Park. It's a long word.
Okay.
It's actually columbariums, so they don't actually go on the ground. Your cremated pet can go in these columbariums that are, you can put your initials on the name with your pet's name and the date they passed away and all that stuff. And you can go visit anytime you want. It's open all the time, so
and some
it's
of
kind of a peaceful area for your pet to.
And some of the police canines are out
yes,
there.
Yes, there is one specific area just for the canine.
Wow, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Tell me something about these. You guys have quite a few events coming up.
Yes, the holidays
so I'll
are.
shut up and let you tell me about them.
The holidays are our busiest season. So one of our big ones that we started doing every year is Home for the Holidays. That starts on December 23rd and it runs through until December 26th. On the 23rd, for that day only, you can come to the shelter. It's first come, first serve, and you can foster a pet for the holidays. We want to try to get every single shelter pet out of that shelter so that they can have a Christmas of their own as well.
That's amazing.
As well as the staff too, because of course, holidays, staff doesn't get off because dogs got to eat as well. So we really want to try to get them in a home so that they can experience Christmas too.
How soon should they, I understand that it's December 23rd when you want this to kick off. How soon should they come and get in? Is it a screening process, or is it something that
so the
takes a little time?
process is just pretty much like an adoption process. It's very similar. It's just without so much paperwork. We pretty much just make sure it's a good fit, make sure that if you do have pets at home, that they'll get along, that your pets are current on vaccinations and all that kind of stuff. Your yard is set up for the pet you picked out and that kind of thing.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and a lot of people end up adopting, so it brings a lot of adoptions right at the end of the year, which is awesome.
Well, that's outstanding, and with all of these things, if I can be of any assistance, or if Shaw Realty can back you, know we're in your corner, because I think it's awesome. But yeah, keep going. You got a lot of cool stuff.
All right. So that's our big one. That's December 23rd. Our next one that's coming up is our Wash and Wag. We do this about every other month around the holidays. December 13th and 14th for $25. Give us a call, make an appointment. You can get your dog in for a bath, a blow dry, a ear clean out, and a brush out, smell good spray, and get them all ready, smelling good for the holidays.
$25?
$25. That is it.
Well, all right.
Yep. And spaces fill
that
up
is
quick.
so worth it.
Yes. So you can give us a call now and get that scheduled, and we can get you on the books. It does fill up pretty fast.
So, random question. If I wanted to tack on a little, my dogs never let me cut their nails. If I
We
wanted to tack on a little
actually-
tack-on fee?
Yes,
could
you can. Actually, we offer them for discounted $5 if you get a wash and wag. So for
Outstanding.
$30, you can get an awesome bath and blowout and a good nail trim.
And the blow dry. Okay, I was like, what is the blowout? But
Oh, yeah,
I don't
blow
blow
dry,
dry
yeah.
my hair, so I had to learn
Yeah.
something there. But it sounds much like a blowout.
Blow dry, and then we have organic finishing sprays, which are like
Hey,
little
all right,
colognes.
all
so
right.
you'll have your
Hey,
pet smelling good.
So $30, I can get a
Bath and a nail trim, yep.
We'll be talking on that.
Yep, so you got a schedule, it fills up
Doesn't
quick,
matter how
so.
many dogs I bring you? $30? 30
As long as
each?
we can fit in that day, you know?
I may or may not have a dog or
It's
two.
into
So gotcha. All right, go on.
All right,
Outstanding.
Sarah's got the other ones.
Talk to me,
Right.
Sarah.
We have some events actually going on right now.
Okay.
Our Presents for Pet is our annual fundraising event. We have a Pet's Wish List. We have it available. You can view on our website or go on Facebook. And what we do is we collect all these donations from now until the Christmas holidays. We disperse them out, and so all the shelter animals get to have special treats, new toys, beds. We're in constant need of supplies with all the animals coming in.
I love that, and we'll be after
Yeah.
Christmas, but we always bring you guys
Yeah.
stuff with our
Yeah.
Operation Piglet, and
Yes.
so I'm glad that they'll kind of get it twice, because they'll
Yeah,
get the Christmas
yeah,
gifts, and then we'll
definitely.
come in around the New Year time and hit them up, and
yeah, definitely.
We go through toys and everything else. Of course, we always need cat litter, paper towels, bleach, cleaning supplies.
And that's
everything
pretty
you
much
think of.
constantly that,
Constantly.
Yeah.
What about volunteers? Do you guys, do you, I know a lot of times we would
Yes.
come and join you guys at schools or stuff like that.
Yes, we do. We have a volunteer program. We're also, as it goes with our Presents for Pets, we have it in the schools in the surrounding areas, Victorian surrounding areas. They do collections, and what we do is called a pet parade. So when their collections are done, we will take shelter pets to their school, and we get them dressed up in Christmas, clothes, and we parade down the hallways to say thank you. So
Yeah.
if
When all
there's-
the kids line up on the
Yep.
side, it's very
No,
cute.
we've done that with you all
That's
before, and we
fun.
like that. Call us on the next one.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We like that. That was
We
one
have
of our.
several
We
scheduled
have
already,
some
so-
scheduled, but we still
Yeah.
have room. So if there's any
Yeah, get
schools
with
out
us, because
there that
my whole
haven't,
team
yeah.
loves doing that. That's something we've done several times with you guys before, and,
Cool.
and it's kind of a double whammy. We get to
Yes.
play with the dogs, we get to help
Yeah,
the kids,
yeah.
we get to kind of.
And the kids love it, and usually the
Kids have
dogs
a
we
great
choose, the
time.
dogs love it. It's pretty
Well,
fun.
and if we can help educate a little bit too,
Exactly.
and all of that, then I am all for it. So seriously,
Yes.
call us on that one again, because that's an awesome deal.
Yeah.
What else, ladies? You got all sorts of stuff
One
here.
more thing with the Presents for Pets, we actually also have our wish list on Amazon. So say you can't get out, you don't
Oh,
want to get in the
that's
weather.
great for a
you
guy
go-
like me.
Yes, you can either go through our DocPack website, and we have a direct link, or go to Amazon and just type in DocPack wish list. Pull it up. We have everything we need. You can send it and not even have to worry. 'cause
That,
it's already
no,
on the shelter.
I
So
can't. That
that's
was
a big
brilliant.
benefit.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Definitely check out that.
No, that's all. And this is the Presents for Pets.
Presents for
Presents
Pets.
for Pets.
This is our Presents for Pets annual fundraising. So we have that, and we're still signing up schools. If your school that you go to hasn't
Or
signed
business.
up, or a business
as well.
or organization wants to collect, we will be happy to, when we come pick up the donations, take some shelter animals, shelter dogs, and show our thanks for all the donations that you bring. Also, Hillcrest Animal Hospital is a drop-off location for
Okay.
the donations. If you can't make it all the way out to the shelter, you can more than welcome drop off the donations there.
Perfect.
One more fundraiser we have going on right now is called our Helping Paws Holiday Wreaths. So you can actually sponsor a wreath. We have different sizes with different levels. And this Christmas wreath is displayed at the shelter throughout the holiday, and it kind of has the sponsor name. And it just goes and helps towards the care of the animals at the shelter. And we're doing that now till December 23rd. So if you're interested in that, you can go on our website as well. That's always an ongoing thing. We're always needing
And you will
donations
get to
and
take your
sponsorships.
wreath.
And you do get to take your
That's-
wreath.
Once it's
That's
Yeah.
great. And guys, was that the final one before I?
Well, I was just going to mention.
That's the main
That,
ones,
those are
pretty
the main
much.
ones,
Yeah.
but right now, going on now through December 23rd, we're having our Holiday Festival of Felines. So
Okay.
all of
A lot of cats right now.
our cat adoption fees are discounted to just $90 for the cats over 6 months. So that includes spay, neuter,
All of
vaccinations,
it.
testing, everything. So that's a great
Outstanding.
deal.
Well, good. I'm
And
a
we
dog
have
guy,
some
but
cats.
that's just because cats are too independent for me.
Yeah.
They
Cats are their own monster.
Yeah, I need something
Yeah.
that's needy and like clings to me and makes me feel important and
We
stuff.
do have a lot of really socialized, playful, fun cats too. So if you're looking for one that's going, give you some entertainment and some love as well.
That is awesome. And ladies, thank you again. Your mission is so important to me, and again, the level of class to which you all handle yourselves and the way you take care of the animals and it's second to none. And so I'm very grateful for the role that you guys play in the community, and we always have your back, and we're always here to support you. And so thank you so much for coming in. We will make sure that we get as many people as we can to these events, and I'm definitely going to take in $30 to including I'm all over the wash and wax. So ladies, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you to all of our guests today. Shaw Realty, Homes for Heroes, Caleb Shaw. We will see you next week, gang.